Yo, what's going on, everybody, man? We are back with another Church Nerds episode, man. You know what time it is. I got the crew on with me. We got Nick and Norm Peanut Butter Jelly Time. We got the chairman of Illinois State Youth, Brandon Trapp, a.k.a. Batman, and none other than to be great, the Michigan Wolverine who won the draft.
Wait a minute. Hold on. It's great to be.
It's great to be
Michigan Wolverine. It's great to be a Michigan Wolverine. 18 drafted players. Come on.
Oh, goodness. And I'm your host. I am Jay, man. And y'all see my headline. The Lakers are done. But we are going to get into that conversation later. Man, we glad that everybody is on. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the Church Nerds podcast, man. Wherever you get your streaming platforms, Apple, Spotify, and iHeartRadio podcast, man. Subscribe to our Facebook and our YouTube, wherever you, because if you can't watch us, at least you can listen to us. Be a part of the Church Nerd congregation. We are nerdy by nature. All right. We're nerd. But first off, first thing on the list.
I'm sorry, that's a great phrase, but it just makes me laugh.
I know it's just too close. It's like you one syllable away from say something else.
Exactly. See, when we get our merch and walk around the national convention with the nerdy by nature shirts, we're gonna see if the bishop stop us.
Yeah.
Like,
at least bishop? At least two of them gonna stop.
At least two of us gonna see.
Hey, some of them might want to surf for themselves. So you
right.
Never know.
Yeah, look at
you never know. Man, if y'all haven't noticed, man, listen, we are talking about sports. Before we get into sports talk, if y'all were watching online, our president here had their Illinois State Youth Auxiliary convention, and if y'all were watching, it was a good time.
Yes, it was.
It was a really good time. Brother Brandon, you want to talk on your convention real quick?
If you weren't there, I'm not telling you nothing. No, the theme was the encounter, and we definitely had an encounter with the Lord each and every night. The speakers came through, let the Lord use them. The young people were encouraged, refreshed. Even one came back to the Lord. So overall, it was a great experience, and just looking to go higher in the Lord. Illinois is doing good. It's alive and well.
Mm-hmm.
Alive and well.
My Lord.
My Lord.
So I happen to hear that you all made a new acronym out of ISIA. What is the new acronym y'all call yourselves now?
So that's not a new acronym we call ourselves. It's for the ISIA 20 pledge. So
okay.
What we're doing is we're taking anybody that wants to join up with us, pledge $20 to ISIA, because ISIA normally stands for Illinois State Youth Auxiliary, but during the pledge, we're using it to say, I support youth advancement. And that's youth advancement in technology, in spirituality, education, and etc. So it's I support youth advancement.
That's what's up.
Y'all heard it here. If y'all want to support, make a
support $ ISC PCAF. Against that's $ IST PCAF.
That's right.
$.
Send your $20 and send a youth to college, I guess.
See it.
Yeah, for just $5 a day, you too can support an Illinois State youth person.
There you go.
And, but speaking of college, we had some college players dreams come true this week. The NFL draft was this past weekend. And I don't know if you guys know this, but Detroit showed up and showed out to support the NFL draft. Okay. It had a record-breaking 775,000 people show up for that entire draft weekend. I've seen videos of people barging through the barricade when they said they were at max capacity. Man, listen, Detroiters were like, listen, we don't care about this. We going. What you talking about?
Man, let me tell you something. I mean, the energy in outside, I can't even say the energy in the building, but the energy outside was unmatched, man. It was so much fun. I got a chance to go. Unfortunately, my brothers didn't get a chance to come with me. However, it was a great experience. I think anybody who got a chance to go, who went, who may have wanted to go, y'all should have went, but it was just a great experience in Detroit, and I'm just so proud of us, man. We behaved ourselves. We just enjoyed ourselves. We were so welcoming. We hosted so good. Everybody was nice to each other. Nothing was crazy happening. Nothing crazy was happening. And I mean, we we blew it out the water, man, and that's why we got the, you know what I'm saying, the all-time record, 700,000 plus people, man. That's crazy.
It was, it's rare when it's such a good time. Like you said, there was no fighting, there was no arrests going on, there was no incidents with violence and stuff. It was just I seen a few videos of people. There were people from other countries, that came to the draft, and they said this has been one of the best experience. Some people from other cities with their favorite local sports team, football teams, and they said they went to the other draft in previous years. They said, but by far Detroit's draft was the best one that they have been to. So shout out to the D for putting on a fantastic draft, man. But we got to talk about some of these draft picks that happened. If y'all don't know, Chicago, brother Brandon is from Chi-Town. The number one pick was Caleb Williams. They got the number one quarterback in the class, aka and the number one pick in the class. It seems like everybody was excited for that, man. Well,
because they think, the future's bright and about to turn around, which ain't nothing gonna turn around in one season. Like I think I was sharing with my brothers, he's still a rookie QB in terms of coming to the pros, and we don't know yet how he's gonna perform under a different kind of pressure. So although I'm still got mixed feelings about they let Justin Fields go because he was a decent quarterback, and if they would have built up an old line that could protect him, give him time to throw the ball, make him fast, he probably would have excelled. So,
true, very true.
Yeah, I can't throw all the weight on him,
especially with some of the weapons that they just got too.
But I mean, Caleb is promising, but again, he's a rookie. He got to find his sweet spot. He got to find his rhythm. He has a whole lot of factors that's still unknown. So we'll see. But everybody was happy about that number one pick, Caleb. So
he got to stop being so egotistical too. He got to humble himself. but I think I mean, of course, everybody knew he was going to be the first pick, and they knew why Chicago did what they did in the offseason. I mean, it was pretty much effortlessly obvious. As far as the grade goes for drafting Caleb Williams, I'll probably give it a B. Just because I think him not going to the combine, it
hurt him a
rubbed me
little
the
bit.
wrong way because it didn't hurt him because he was obviously the first draft pick. It hurt him as far as fan base. I mean, people actually wanted to see him at the combine, but it's optional for players. They don't have to go if they don't want to. However, I think it's still good to display your efforts to people. We haven't seen him play since we saw him play, so we don't know what shape he's in. But I guess we'll see the first, 17 games of 2025 or 2024 football season. I give it a B though. I won't give it an A. Most people give it an A, but I see him as being I'm gonna be honest. I see him as being a bust the first year. But like Brandon said, chemistry has to build.
It's got to build, man.
Right.
Yeah. Because when you talk about a quarterback that runs an offense, I mean, those guys got to be in sync. Be in sync.
I don't think he's going to come in like Stroud.
No, not at all.
Yeah,
not at all. It's rare when you have a quarterback like Stroud that come in and just have a year. That he had. And like Brandon was telling us before we got on, Caleb, he's gonna have to adjust, because now college is one thing, but now you got professional defenses that are reading you. You got edge rushers that know how to get to you. They have all these different moves, and they know how to confuse, especially a rookie quarterback. You may call one thing, but the defense is reading what you call. They watch film consistently, so you may call like an audible or something like that. They have a similar play to adjust to your audible, so now you really got to see how that goes. But overall, I agree with Andre. I give it a B, only because like you said, his he didn't have to go to the draft, to the combine, because everyone knew he was going to be the number one pick, but overall it is a B because Brandon knows this. When it comes to Chicago, we get our hopes up and sometimes you know what I mean. So
what you mean? That sounds like got a little slight there. Brandon knows this. What you mean? We get our hopes up.
Listen, I'm a Chicago fan with you. As good as well as anybody else. We get our hopes up and then all of a sudden it crashes down. So,
we'll see. Caleb's getting a brand new stadium to play in, so we'll see.
Brand new stadium. He's got a lot of weapons, but the second we had 3 quarterbacks going to draft. So Caleb was number 1. Number 2 was Jaden Daniels, the Heisman Trophy winner from LSU. He's going to the Washington Commanders. They desperately needed a quarterback. Let's see. I don't know. He's a good, but I really hope that he transitions well to the league. I really hope so that he does. Well, what do you think? What shall I say, Dre?
Well, I mean, okay. So they always give any Heisman player praise. I mean,
right.
Yeah.
Of course, with Jaden Daniels, I mean, he has a combination of scrambling and slithery. He's able to get out of tackles and things of that nature. However, he has deep ball accuracy, and I think that's one attribute that's very, 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 very needed in downfield play for a lot of teams, because that's what they look for. Because he got pretty fast receivers in Washington, so people are going to be looking for the long ball, big play type of quarterback. Like, can he throw it? Can he make a play? Can he put it on the dime?
Right.
Like I said,
I think that's all quarterbacks though. People always hope you got the long ball.
Yeah. However, I think this is what Washington has been kind of longing for a long time. I mean, you can say, what was their previous quarterback name?
What was it? Heineke?
Heineke.
Yeah.
He didn't have that big play down the hill. I mean, down the field, big play, long ball mentality. He was a scramble, try to get the ball accurately to whoever is open. But I think Jalen Daniels just brings a different type of feel to the Commanders, something they really haven't seen. They tried it with, rest in peace, what's your face from Ohio State? You know who I'm
he played for the Steelers.
Yeah,
I know who you're talking about. I forgot his name.
He wasn't he a Heisman?
He was a runner-up, I think.
Okay. They thought he had that.
Yeah.
But it didn't turn out that way. Then they ended up getting Wentz, and they tried out the Vikings previous quarterback. Got traded to the Falcons. Kirk Cousins.
Yeah. Cousins. Oh, we're gonna get to that pick in a second.
They've never, seriously, and I'm gonna stop here. They've never had a dual threat quarterback in a long time, since maybe who's the last dual threat quarterback they had?
You talking about RG3?
RG3. And I mean, his career was short lived. I mean, because he didn't live up to his potential either, like a lot of people thought. So it's going to be interesting to see, because the Washington Commanders, to me, they had a grade A draft. Because they picked a lot. They picked a lot of good players in the draft, a lot of sleepers, more so to speak. So it's going to be interesting. I give the grade an A. I'm going to say A for Jaden Daniels.
And it was Dwayne Haskins Jr. that
Dwayne Haskins.
But if you know, Ohio State quarterbacks don't transition well in the NFL. You got Dwayne, you got Troy Smith, you got Braxton Miller, Terrell Pryor.
Yeah.
They always end up changing positions anyway.
Did who was the one that used to run all over Michigan? The one that was
quarterback. Braxton, right?
No, not Braxton.
Was it the one after him?
Remember the game we played against y'all when he was like inches away from the first down, but they called it the first down?
It was
Did he ever go to the league?
He got drafted, but I think he changed
positions.
Yeah.
I know Braxton Miller did, but it wasn't Braxton Miller.
Oh, was his name was Barrett, right? RJ
Barrett.
Barrett.
RJ Barrett. Yeah.
RJ Barrett. Yep. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Good. I haven't heard anything.
He was
Like,
good. I'm surprised.
Yeah, I don't know he was up for the Heisman and stuff, So, but number 3, North Carolina, Drake May went to New England Patriots. I think that's good for them. They traded away Mac Jones. Arizona Cardinals, they got the number 1 receiver from Ohio State, Marvin Harrison Jr. He's going to the Cardinals.
We got to talk about the Drake May situation. I know we're trying to speed up this process, but the New England Patriots, they really fumbled that pick. I want to say
so?
Because I think so so from their 2 previous quarterbacks that they had, there was competition there, right?
Yeah.
So you're bringing in 2 rookie quarterbacks, Drake May and Milton, who's probably going to potentially have the same setup. So it's like it's history repeating itself. So the draft picks just didn't make any sense to me when they drafted 2 quarterbacks. And don't they still got Zappy?
I don't think they do. I think that's why they took that chance and drafted Drake at number 3.
I think Zappy is still with him. But you can go ahead. I just wanted to say my piece with that.
So Drake May is going to the Patriots. First of all, any quarterback that's going to New England, they're gonna have automatic pressure because they're gonna like, oh, is he gonna be like Tom?
Well, I don't think so. I don't think
you don't think so.
No, because nobody's gonna be like Tom Brady.
Yeah,
and so true. I think by right they gonna automatically not try to compare him to Tom Brady unless he show like Tom Brady kind of feels. But I think the New England Patriots, their whole organization was kind of doing some restructuring and reworking. So
it's definitely restructured. Belichick is gone.
Yeah, Belichick is gone. So
they still got Zeppe and they got Jacoby Brissett. So
Jacoby been in the league for a minute too.
They got 4 quarterbacks, man.
4 strings.
That means they don't trust. They don't trust them other Jacoby. And Jacoby started for them a few years, and they didn't do too bad that year either when he was starting for them. Also,
let's be honest, Milton ain't nothing but another Cam Newton.
Marvin Harrison Jr., the son of Hall of Famer Marvin Harrison Sr., he's going to the Arizona Cardinals. That's a pretty good pick. We'll see how he does down there with Arizona with that offense. So that one's going to be very interesting. Let's see.
I didn't like that pick at all, but
no. The chart. You wanted him to get drafted by the Chargers.
I did.
Which is funny because the Chargers had the next pick. So
the very next pick.
The Chargers got old lineman Joe Alt from Notre Dame. New York Giants picked up Malik Neighbors, wide receiver, which is a big pick for them. So it gives them another offensive threat. Tennessee Titans picked up J.C. Latham from big Alabama boy. Now, here's the pick that everybody has been talking about. The Atlanta Falcons at number 8 picked Michael Penix Jr., quarterback from Washington, who had an outstanding year, Heisman runner-up. That one pretty much turned the tables. It was very interesting because the Falcons just signed Kirk Cousins to a 4-year, 6-figure deal.
160 million plus, to be exact.
Plus. And they drafted quarterback, knowing that they needed defense. They needed an edge rusher.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they definitely did, but they picked Michael Penix Jr., which makes no sense because he's not. If they signed Kirk Cousins to a 4-year, now you're going to be having a rookie quarterback sit under him, and he's probably not going to be starting until what? How old is Michael Penix? What is he? 22? He's 22.
That man is 25.
He's 20. Yeah,
that man ain't starting until he's 30.
Until he's 30. Now, unless something happens to Kirk,
they still got Riddler too.
Oh yeah, do they? I thought they traded him.
I don't think they did. I think they traded.
Well. First of all, I see why Falcons fans are so disgusted right now when they know that they needed a defensive player, especially an edge rusher. Okay, Michael Penix is good. Don't get me wrong; he's a Heisman runner-up. He had a phenomenal year at Washington, but the pick didn't make any sense. You have this rookie, now he's coming in and he's not going to start until he's 29, 30 years old. Now, if something happens to Kurt under these 4 years or so, then okay, it's understandable. But you gonna have him for what? Go, Dre.
My bad. He was traded to Arizona.
Who, Riddler?
For Rondale Moore.
Yeah. So now on the other side, I feel bad for Penix. It's your dream come true. You get drafted, but everybody on social media talking about like, oh, this is a horrible pick. Why they pick him up? So it's kind of rough on him, but
if you look at it, because I didn't know Ritter got traded. I'm gonna just be honest with you. I really wasn't paying attention to the off-season trades that much.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't know that. However, I feel Atlanta on this pick. I mean, because let's be honest, Kirk Cousins, he has a tender Achilles now. He's injured it. So there's a good chance, God forbid it happens, because I like
he's gonna get injured beginning of the season.
He might injure it again.
Well, he's coming off an ACL injury, so he's not going to be 100%.
ACL.
Yeah, he coming off
like come on, man, and he's older. So I get Atlanta fans might not like that they got Penix, but it makes sense.
Yeah,
it makes sense. So I give it an A, because I got a feeling Kirk Cousins gonna get injured again.
But it only makes sense if they develop and he get some play time.
That man 25.
Even if Kirk Cousins gets hurt and Penix get in, what are you gonna do if they're not developing him?
Yeah, there he is.
So,
Darrell gotta give his 2 cents on Caleb Williams. You know,
Darrell, come on!
You got to
mute it, Darrell.
Unmute yourself.
I'm excited, but at the same time, I don't know. Like,
what I tell you,
thing.
I said the same thing. Yeah,
I don't know. Until like I said, this last year that he played, he didn't leave me like, oh yeah, he's the one. Like, this last year wasn't the greatest season for him. I mean, it wasn't horrible, but it wasn't as great as everybody makes him seem. So I'm ready to see what he can do now. I mean, he has no excuses. I mean, yeah, he's a rookie quarterback, so yeah, there is an adjustment period there. But by the end of the season, if he ain't, off of the race, I mean, when he has, like, probably arguably the best receiving core in the NFL.
He got some targets, man. He do got some targets.
We gonna get to that next. That's the next pick coming up.
Like he's probably the best. Like, I mean, that's probably the best receiving room in the NFL. I mean,
no,
yeah.
It is.
It is the best.
I mean, come on, and people forget about Cole Kmet. Like,
exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Like, if you having a Dunze, he's a freak of nature. I'm sorry.
You got 2 receivers at 6. I think he's 6'3". Keenan Allen's right there. Like, so it's like, come on now.
I mean, because if you think about it, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I love Marvin Harrison Jr. He's a freak of nature. He's out cold. But I think the best NFL ready wide receiver was a Dunze.
Oh, absolutely. And he came in at number 8 right after
Darrell, you muted.
Yeah, no, I'm saying I like that pick better than than Caleb. I would have been more. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I was with the argument of keep Justin, trade down, draft another receiver, draft a defensive player. That was the team I was on. Right. So, Caleb, for me, he got to come in killing to make me forget that.
It's gonna be another Trubisky.
and just think about if Justin Fields was still y'all quarterback, he would have a field day with all these receivers, man.
But still, the O-line, man, got to do some work, man.
I get that, man. But he's a dual threat quarterback. Justin Field made plays.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
I told you.
Caleb Williams not doing that. I'm sorry. He's not a natural.
After watching him in college, I didn't really see him run the ball like that compared to like the other quarterbacks. Where even Drake May ran a lot more than Caleb did.
So I give Caleb that. Like, Caleb, he's more like Mahomes is as far as when he's moving around the pocket and moving around, he's still looking to throw.
Let me tell you, ain't nobody Mahomes.
No, I said like Mahomes. I didn't say
he don't even like Mahomes. Don't even put him in that strategy. He's more like Dante Culpepper.
But the receiver core, like I know Caleb was number 1, but I was more excited for the 9th pick for the Bears was Rome. That was a big receiver pickup that they got, you know. But coming in at number 10 is the national championship quarterback himself, going to the Minnesota Vikings, JJ McCarthy.
I love it.
He's going to.
It's great. To be.
He got
a Michigan Wolverine. That's great. To be a Michigan Wolverine.
So obviously we know how Dre feels about that pick with Minnesota picking that up. Darrell, what do you think? You think that's a good fit for JJ to come in? I mean, he already got a pretty good offensive weapon core.
I mean, you come in. I mean, that's a good fit for anybody. You got probably arguably the best wide receiver in the NFL.
Right. Literally, yeah.
The only thing I hate about it is that
when he ain't hurt,
Minnesota released Rising. The OT.
What's up, TT?
The offensive tackle, their Pro Bowl offensive tackle, Rising. Like they need to sign him back because JJ McCarthy don't do well with terrible offensive. So just be honest.
I mean, no quarterback does well with a bad offensive line.
But JJ really doesn't do well.
Well, he needs protection. I mean, we'll see, because even number 12 was Bo Nix, the other top quarterback. He's going to the Broncos.
That was a reach.
Yeah, we'll see how he does with Sean Payton as his coach. The way they treated Russell, I don't know.
They compare him to Drew Brees.
Yeah,
do they really?
I was like, okay, now y'all doing way too much.
No, they definitely said that was the next Drew Brees, and that's because they're putting him with Sean. I'm like, that's probably the worst quarterback room in the NFL.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I mean, who else they got? They got Zach Wilson, Bo Nix, and who else is there?
Zach Wilson, Bo Nix. It was somebody else. It wasn't Colt McCoy, was it? Was Colt McCoy part of that room too?
I hope not.
No, he's with Arizona. Never mind.
That training cat gonna be trash.
It's definitely Hey, I wonder who's gonna be on Hard Knocks this season. That's what I want to know.
Definitely not Denver.
It might be Chicago.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if it's Chicago.
Yeah. Because with all the hype that came with it, just like when the Jets got A-Rod last year, all the hype. Of course, Hard Knocks was going to be do that documentary.
Yeah, because I know Chicago is one of the few teams that they can be made to do it. If no other team volunteers, Chicago is one of the teams that can be told you have to do this. Mm-hmm. And with the whole Caleb Williams thing, I can see that happening.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna be honest. The two most looked at quarterbacks in the draft is JJ McCarthy and Caleb Williams because they have the best room of receivers.
Mm-hmm.
We can say Stroud, but Stroud's not a rookie. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
But for a rookie to have that
many weapons,
power, like because McCarthy got Jefferson, Addison,
still got
Hockenson.
Hockenson, yeah.
They still got old boy in the slot. Dreadhead.
Yeah.
Y'all know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I mean it's a lot of room for error and it's a lot of room for greatness. It's really just perceived on how the O-line goes. So it's exciting to watch.
Yeah, it's gonna be exciting. But shout out to all the players that had their dreams come true. One thing I noticed with the draft, there were a lot of Islanders that got drafted this year, man.
A lot of nothing new. That's
listen.
Especially on the lines, the D line and O line.
Oh my God, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking to somebody. Imagine if they all would have stayed in Hawaii how dangerous Hawaii as a college would be. But I learned that their goal is to get off the island and come.
So
that's their main goal.
So they end up usually going to like somewhere in California, USC, one of them California.
It'd be interesting if the NFL gave Hawaii their own pro team.
Their own team? Oh my God.
They wouldn't last.
No, they wouldn't last.
But however, this is really a defensive draft this year.
It really, yeah.
Yeah,
a lot of
more defensive players than offensive. Well, a lot of OT like offensive tackles went. People like
they need an O-line.
And when I tell you, man, the room for running backs is becoming very, very non-existent.
There were not that many running backs this year.
So many offensive tackles went because of quarterbacks. I ain't never seen that many offensive tackles go like that.
Yeah, I seen Jerry Rice's son got drafted to.
I ain't gonna lie though. This is probably the one draft that made me feel old. Because how many players? How many there's so many players that are kids of players that we looked at growing up.
Yeah, for sure. You know, you saw Frank Gore's son.
Frank Gore's son.
He went to Southern.
Jerry
He got
Rice
drafted.
Son.
Yep.
Terrell Owens had his Terrell Owens' son, I think.
Really?
I think he had his son too.
Really?
Oh.
PCAF findings.
Counsel against counsel.
I've seen that.
It's roughing up at the rally. That's enough for a football team.
Tariq Owens, he signed with the 49ers. He was an undrafted rookie.
Wow,
like it's crazy. It's crazy.
I hope these fathers ain't playing LeBron.
Oh no, they done and retired.
Going to the league before their time.
Shout out! Christian McCaffrey's brother got drafted too, to the Commanders. Luke McCaffrey, Robert, he played. So we'll see how he does in the league. Obviously,
he's actually a decent receiver, but
Darrell, I feel you though.
My question is, how y'all think the Iowa corner?
Oh, I didn't. Where did he get drafted to?
To the Eagles, right?
Yeah, to the Eagles. DeJean and it was another cornerback that they got. Another high-state.
Yeah, they got two nice corners.
That was a good pickup. I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty good.
Do you think he's gonna be a starter?
I think he's gonna be special teams. I think he's gonna shine more on special teams and maybe a couple of DB.
I can see him as a nickel.
Rose, yeah. I
can see him as a nickel corner.
But what's going on, Benjamin? But I see him more as a kick punt returner. I think his ceiling is a lot more higher in that aspect. Because he's fast.
Let's see. Michigan running back Blake Corum went 83 to the Rams, and then Roman Wilson with the next pick at 84 is going to the Steelers. So that's a good team pickup team for him. You know, he's got two good quarterbacks from him.
The Steelers needed somebody to replace Deontay Johnson, and I think he's a great replacement, Roman Wilson. Let's not forget about Keon Coleman.
Where's he going
for the Bills?
Yeah,
that was a great pickup. Everybody was mad that they didn't pick up Worthy, but I'm like,
I'm not mad that they didn't pick him up. I'm just mad that they allowed the Chiefs to pick him up.
Just made them even more, huh?
Like the Chiefs just added, like they're adding speed. Like they got Hollywood in the offseason.
Yeah.
Now you add him, like
dang.
They got to replace all that speed they lost with Tyreek.
Yeah,
they got to replace all that speed.
No, you can't replace Tyreek Hill. However,
I said the speed. I'm not saying the.
That's what I'm talking about. That's a cheetah. You can't replace that type of speed. However, Worthy, the thing about Worthy is his route running is trash. He's fast though.
Who cares?
As long as he's fast, just run a deep post. I'll get it to you.
No, that's the thing. Like, he was fast in college. Let's be honest. He was fast in college. These nickelbacks and DBs are different in the NFL.
I give you that, but when you're on a team with like the Chiefs with Patrick Mahomes, it ain't like somebody like, oh, he gonna miss him out there. Send this man on the street.
Well, he got a chance to show off because Rice is suspended. What, first 4 games?
Something like that. I don't know. I don't know how long he's suspended
for his whatever he did with the car accident. But
put him on the opposite side of Hollywood. Who ain't no slouch.
We gotta see, man. I just don't. I don't have. He's not worthy yet. To me,
he's not worthy yet.
He's not worthy yet. He's not worthy yet.
He's not worthy yet.
He's not worthy yet.
I'm not gonna believe in the hype yet. I mean, Mahomes is Mahomes at the end of the day. But
yeah, I don't know about him. You know, I'm not saying he about to kill, but I'm just saying that even just having him alone with his capable speed just adds another layer to that team.
But that's the same thing we said about Jameson Williams. He running 4.4.
Well, I mean, 4.4 is different than a 4. 2. What is it? What did he run? Worthy.
I think it was a 4.4, wasn't it?
Didn't he run a 4.3? It was a 4.3.
It was like Worthy. It wasn't no 4.4.
No, hold on. Let me see.
Worthy had the fastest time in the NFL right now.
It was a 4. No, it was a 4.21. Yeah.
Yeah, 4.21.
Well, that's what he wasn't. That's because he was purely running, man. He wasn't running. He wasn't running after a pass. He wasn't running from a DB.
I give you that, but still,
that agility and speed changed.
That man, he was running on line.
He running a straight line, man.
Nobody bumping up.
He ain't running no cross routes.
Yeah.
I can run a 4.2.
Chill.
Let's see. The Bears pick up.
We're gonna see a video like we did Cat Williams.
Cat Williams.
Get
I can run a 4.1. What? No.
Let me tell you something. I'm all for Cat Williams 4.2.
Oh my God.
But I mean, he ran like I forget what he ran, but still, it was still quite impressive for his age.
Sure.
He ain't displaced his hip like Kevin Hart.
No,
that's all that matters.
I didn't know that
he still got his rotator cuff.
I didn't know that the Jets drafted Braylon Allen, the running back from Wisconsin. I didn't know they picked him up.
Man, that's gonna be a bust.
It's the Jets.
Yeah, Wisconsin running backs don't last long in the league. Wisconsin don't last long. But this, I mean, overall the draft was pretty good.
The draft was good, man. I enjoyed
it. The draft was good. Shout out to all the players. I think next year's going to be more interesting only because you got Travis and Shedeur coming out next year. So it's going to be interesting to see where they go from Colorado. Their spring game is going to be high. I'm going to tell you now,
Shedeur going 3. Third round.
You think so?
You think really?
No. If Shedeur keep going down the road, he keep going down. Don't nobody want that. Who cares who his dad is? They paying that man. Like, if Shedeur keeps being flashy, he keeps worrying more about the outside than the inside of the line.
How many NFL players do that now? I mean,
really? Hear me out. Y'all didn't let me finish. I said if Shedeur cares more about the outside of the field and not about more inside the lines, then I don't think he's going to be as successful as he can be. I'm sorry. It's too many distractions. And if you let those distractions get to you, then, I mean.
What team would pick him up? What team would pick him up?
Whatever team that's. So it depends on how desperate teams are at the time and how he performs this year. I mean, let's be honest. He didn't perform really good last year. I mean, people say he didn't have an O-line. Now he has a number 1 ranking offensive tackle.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see what he
and
does.
a lot and a better wide receiver core this year too than he did last year.
Yeah. So let's see what he does this year. I mean, if
I know Travis will probably be high. If he does what he did last year, then he'll be high.
I think Shedeur right now would go first round.
He would. I think so too.
Okay. I mean, that's your mock draft. That's your mock.
I'll say because I mean, there's still needy teams out there. Like you gotta look at. We don't know what the Giants probably need a quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Potentially Denver. We don't know how that's going to play out.
How Bo is going. Yeah, how Knicks is going to do over there.
Who else needs a quarterback?
Pittsburgh. So let me ask you this: you think Shedeur is going to go before Milroe?
I didn't say he's going to be number 1 overall.
He's not going to be first round, man.
I think he's going to be first round.
It depends on the desperation of quarterbacks. However, I don't think like I said, you'll see Shedeur his first 7 games. If he doesn't perform on a NFL ready, it don't even have to be NFL ready. If he just doesn't perform on a college level, he's not gonna be able to help him, man. He got to stay another year. I'm sorry, like he's just not NFL ready to me. I don't think he'll flourish in the NFL.
But you base that off of, like you said, him caring more about outside the lines. But are you basing it off his gameplay though?
Well, his gameplay was awful.
I mean, last year. Like you said, he didn't have an O-line. He did.
Look, I get that, and it's gonna be a lot of players in the NFL who ain't got an O-line, but they got to play still.
Well, they didn't say that about Justin Fields.
Justin Fields was different. He can make plays, but Shedeur don't run. He sits in the pocket.
Okay.
Don't run,
he has no mobility. He sits in the pocket. He has an accurate ball. He has a great long ball.
There's probably a handful of quarterbacks right now that can dance and run in the pocket and then get out of the pocket and still throw or run the football. Ain't that many.
It's not Shedeur, though.
You just don't like Shedeur.
No, I love Shedeur, and I hope he rises to his potential because he has a lot of it. Man, but if you think about it, most players Caleb Williams was in a way he didn't succeed the way he should have though. Like he was a great quarterback, but if he would have focused more on the field and not NIL,
that's why. I'm about to say, these guys are making.
Yeah,
some of these players are making more in college than their rookie deals would be.
Yeah, Shedeur is making. I think he's the number 1 rated college kid that's making the most off NIL. Him and Travis.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Distractions. He's getting money right now. So if I'm getting his money right now, what makes you think I'm a truly put everything into playing? And my dad's the coach.
I want to keep getting that money.
Come on. Shedeur, to me, I think he would thrive on another team. And I'm not saying that his dad's not a great coach. I just think a lot of his family around him right now is a distraction. His whole family works for Colorado. His brother's a social media manager for the family and for
And then don't forget Shiloh on the defensive end. If he plays well, he could. Shiloh will probably be 4th or 5th round, I think.
Now Shiloh, I think he's gonna be lower for sure.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go on the limb and say this: Shiloh has more potential than Shedeur does.
Only because you think it's because teams need more defense than they would need a quarterback.
Not only that, that's true, Jay. Not only that, but I think Shiloh has more to prove because of Shedeur. And usually when a brother has more, look, think about it. Think about it with Diggs and Trayvon. Trayvon went to Alabama. Diggs went to Maryland. If they played around the same time frame, more opportunity would have been given to who? Trevor, right? Yeah. Because he went to Alabama. Diggs went to Maryland. Thankfully, Diggs came out before Trayvon did.
Right.
However, it's one of those things where it's you gotta more people pay attention to Shedeur than they do.
Yeah, than Shiloh. Well, like we said, we just have to see till the when the season starts. It starts in August, and we'll have to see how Colorado does this year.
I just need Caleb to drop the black nail polish. That's all.
Or just the nail polish in general.
Yeah, just the nail polish.
Because he'll change it to silver, to blue, to yellow.
Yeah. If he need to wear something, put some clear on. But I mean, come on, clear on.
Now, we got done talking about the draft. I know we talked the draft most of the time. Now, there's something interesting that has been going on. The NBA playoffs has been going on, and honestly, we can put on our docket that we have here 2 and 3 together. The playoffs have been very interesting. Okay, but watching these playoffs, and I know all my brothers on here are basketball fans. Is this the end of the LeBron, Curry, and Durant era? Because I've been watching these playoffs, and I would have to say it is, because these young boys coming up now, mainly Anthony Edwards, they are playing some ball. They are not scared. They're coming at. I see
Edwards, SGA.
First of all, we already know Luka has been killing since he came in. Okay, SGA, Luka, even
old boy from Indianapolis.
Halliburton. I'm watching. The game is on right now. Indiana beating Milwaukee. But that's Giannis and Dame not even playing right now
because they didn't want to get embarrassed. They be saying they injured. Them dudes don't be injured. They know what's about to happen.
Let's see. The Lakers are down.
Don't forget Jason Tatum.
Tatum in Boston. You got Wemby and all them coming up in San Antonio. They'll make some moves. If they don't go after Trae Young in the offseason, something's wrong with them.
I don't think they'll mesh well. I think they need to go after somebody else.
Pick and roll with Trae and Wemby. Come on.
Trae Young can't thrive under the Popovich regime.
You don't think so?
You don't think so?
Nah, he's too much of a superstar. He's first of all, let's be honest. He's a crybaby. He don't get as much TV time as being a crybaby, but he's a crybaby. Like he's always, he's a little bit like LeBron. Like I love LeBron to the ends of the earth, but LeBron's a crybaby. Most superstars are who need players around them. But I do fault the Falcons for not going after other star players on his behalf.
Well, let's look here. On the east side of the playoffs, you got Boston is up 2-1 on the Heat. All right. You got the Cavaliers and the Magic are tied at 2-2. You got the Bucks and the Pacers. Indiana leads 2-1. Right now, it looks like they're going to be up 3-1 entering in the fourth quarter because Milwaukee ain't got no firepower. The Knicks are up on the 76ers 3-1.
That's shocking.
I don't think it's shocking because Embiid's not 100%, and that's not shocking to me at all.
When is Embiid when is he ever 100%, man? It's like every playoffs he's been.
Jalen Brunson had 47 points today against him, and the rest of the team had 50. So yeah, the Knicks are, and it's going back to New York. For game 5, New York is probably gonna win that one.
I'm so glad Brunson left Dallas, man, because he a dog. Like he wouldn't have never flourished under Luka.
Oh yeah, absolutely. On the West, you got OKC, the number 1 seed, up 3-0 on the Pelicans. I'm happy for OKC, because especially with the caliber players they used to have with KD and Westbrook and Harden.
They built it the right way.
SGA is a superstar. He's probably gonna win MVP. He probably win MVP.
Williams, Getty, they got a squad, man.
They got a really good squad.
They really remind me of the Thunder with Harden, Westbrook, and Durant.
And they're fun. They're fun to watch. Like, bro, it's amazing how fun to watch they are.
Till this day, man, I still am very sad over them splitting up.
Oh yeah, because they went to the finals, and after that, everything split. They got rid of everybody.
LeBron killed that regime, man.
He did.
In that finals, bro, they got their hearts torn out their chest.
You got Clippers and the Mavs. The series is tied 2-2.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's serious. Yeah, that's interesting. Timberwolves and the Suns. Minnesota's up 3-0. Like we said, that boy Anthony Edwards. I don't know if y'all saw game 1 or game 2 where he looked at Durant and talked trash to him and said, "You can't guard me, old man."
Yeah.
That was.
Remember, that's dated back from the beginning of the season when Edwards was debuting his shoe, and he said he would love for his idol to wear his shoes. And Durant said, "Man, I ain't putting them effing shoes."
Yep. But here's the crazy thing. After he said that and they won the game, they asked him in the press conference. He was giving honor to Durant at the same. He said, he's my favorite. Everybody knows he's my favorite player of all time. So just to be able to do that against him was the highlight, But
during the game, he talking so much trash.
Oh, he talking trash. First of all, his interview with Scott Van Pelt after game 3, he said, "Listen, I'm just trying to go out and kill everybody." Okay. So, and when you got Michael Jordan saying, "Oh yeah, this kid is special," then
he brought back DX over here. Like,
he disrespectful. And
man,
now,
let me say,
go ahead.
Bradley Beal was a big waste of money. That brother
hasn't done anything all season. He's been injured most of the season, and and the Nuggets are up 3-1 on the Lakers. Now, many people thought the Lakers was going to get swept. They got their one game, but it's going back to Denver. The Joker.
Are y'all shocked? The Lakers is the Lakers, man.
No,
they look, man. The Lakers. Don't nobody care about them Lakers, bro. But the Laker fans. Nobody.
Say it again for the people in the back. They didn't hear you clearly.
Don't nobody care about them Lakers but the Lakers fans. Like I said, I'm a huge LeBron fan, and I would go with him to the ends of the earth. But I've been done with LeBron for the last 2 years because I thought he should have retired at a high note.
Mm-hmm.
But he waiting on his son.
He waiting for his son.
Stop. Bronny ain't gonna do nothing in the NBA.
Bronny should not be. He shouldn't have declared anything. He need to go back to college, and he's still eligible in the transfer portal.
He undeveloped, man.
Yeah, he is.
He undeveloped and underdeveloped. like he needs to stay.
His younger brother Bryce is more developed than he is. Bryce is gonna be a monster when he come out.
Yeah.
Okay, but
whoever gets him gets LeBron.
Yes, gets LeBron,
and it might be Golden State.
But ultimately, though, I mean, let's say this: whoever gets him gets LeBron, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's LeBron gonna be worth by that point in time? I mean, really,
he gonna be at the end of the bench like Haslam,
right?
Coach.
It's like, okay, you have this superstar team of father and son when the father is old and washed up.
Mm-hmm.
If
you look at,
I ain't gonna say that, Norman. He ain't washed up.
No,
LeBron's I said by the time you'll be old and washed up. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know. LeBron different.
I mean, at 39 and year 21,
he can't carry it like he can.
No. If anybody has been watching the games, LeBron's step is not as quick as he used to be. He's not even running back on defense as fast as he was before. Okay,
LeBron is old.
Exactly,
man. Look, that's why he be telling. This is why he be telling Anthony Davis, D'Angelo Russell, who's the white boy on that team?
Austin Reeves.
Reeves, like ball. Like, stop passing the ball to me. I don't want to play. Like, I just want to be here as a role player.
I just want to be on the floor.
Ball out. Like, he be. You know, remember when D'Angelo Russell threw the ball to him for the last shot? LeBron was like, bro, take the last shot. I'm trying to groove y'all.
It's your team for real, but I'm just here.
Yeah, I'm just here. Notoriety.
Anthony Davis, bro, he just.
And here's the thing, Anthony, he's been averaging like 30-something each game, but he's
healthy,
not.
Man.
No, it's not that. His stamina is horrible. Because as soon as
healthy.
Yeah, as soon as Joker sees that, Joker is taking him to school every single time. Jokic, his IQ is out of this world. And not only that, the whole team, they have a bench. The Lakers ain't got no bench. If your bench can't come in and scoring, then you're not going to win the game. They fooled the Lakers on the same play. Aaron Gordon was behind the defense 4 times in a row this last game. Game 3, 4 times. They got fooled 4 times. LeBron, you supposed to He looking at the players like, what are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? Like, where are you? He was on your side the whole time.
Yeah.
And he's not contesting shots like he used to anymore. LeBron, listen, he's an all-time great. But listen, when you 39 going on 40, your body starts aging. You may be a freak of nature, but even a freak of, like your body starts.
You're still human.
You're still human at the end of the day.
It's gonna catch up with you.
You gotta admit that boy MPJ is
Michael Porter.
He on a whole nother level.
Listen, his shot is, oh my goodness. Not just him, KCP, Aaron Gordon.
Well, KCP always been a clutch role player.
He has. See, the Lakers never should have gave him up.
Yeah, I totally agree with that.
They never should have gave him up.
He's a great perimeter defender and a great shooter, a spot-up shooter. Like that's what they need. That's what they're looking for. But Reeves, see, this is what I'm saying. When you start hyping people up, they don't show up no more.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't made it.
They're right.
And I think that's why Jamal does so. Jamal's not the most talked about point guard in the league either. But Jamal comes out scoring 25 to 30. If he's going to ball out every single time.
Right.
And Jamal, he's a great point guard for them. And Jokic, like I said, he's so smart. He'll bring the ball up and set the play up. That's what makes them so dangerous. Because either one of them can bring the ball up and do a pick and roll and switch. And everybody knows their role. It seems like the Lakers, nobody on the team knows what exactly am I doing? Am I the spot up shooter? Am I to cut to the basket? Or Denver knows exactly who they are. and Jokic and Jamal, they don't mind if everybody else is scoring. Like you just said, Dre, LeBron looking at y'all like, score. Denver's like, listen, they don't care whoever's scoring. The Aaron Gordon had like 25 the other game because he was on fire. Jokic said, I'm not going to try to score. I'll average my little 13, 15, and 10 triple-double. I ain't got to score 20 and something every time.
Man, Denver, they're the kings of the West now, man. But they got a young prince coming, and that's the Thunder.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting series if they get that far, boy. That's gonna be a real interesting series. But like you said, now along with the playoffs, is this the end of now? Let me say this: Curry didn't make the playoffs. LeBron and them are down 3-1. And Durant and them look like they're about to get swept. That's the last game after this Milwaukee, Indiana game. Mm-hmm. Is this the end of the LeBron, Curry, and Durant era?
It's close.
Yeah, it is. No, it ain't close. It's done, man.
I don't know. I mean, it ain't over till it's over, but it's pretty close.
No, it's peanut butter jelly time. They done, brother. They butter hands, man. The rent getting swept, bro. That's crazy.
And he's been balling out too, but the rest of the team
he got 2 grade A supporting role players in Booker and Beal. And they about to get swept, bro.
Swept.
That's strange.
If you look at that Minnesota team, bro, they are well rounded, man. And with Anthony Edwards just balling,
and Curry Golden State not being in the playoffs, it's something just don't feel right about that. But
do you think they bring back everybody?
No,
Ooh.
Golden State, no. Clay getting traded.
Clay gone. Clay gone. Possibly Draymond too.
Yep.
They might get rid of Draymond.
That whole team is getting broken up, man. You see it all the time in every era. The team, they may have a dynasty for a few years, and their dynasty lasted for what, about 8 to 9 years for a while. Yeah. And then after that, they break up. It always happens.
After Curry won that last championship, I knew at that point, like, it's no point. Curry has nothing else to prove.
He doesn't. He don't.
Clay has nothing else to prove. He been there from day one. Draymond really has nothing else to prove.
Been there
at this point, they can go their separate ways. They still gonna be talked about through millennials.
Yep.
It's no reason for them to be. It's no reason for them to be together.
What I think what's crazy is for us as millennials, bro, we didn't see 2 different generations of players come and go. We saw that 96 class with Kobe, AI, Steve Nash, and all them come through, with Vince Carter and all them in the previous year. We seen that era of basketball end, You know, now we're about to see 03. You know, most of the 03 draft classes retired. Melo, Chris Bosh, Dwayne Wade. Now LeBron is the last one of that class. So now that era is getting ready to end. You know, Durant and them all in that same era. You know, so now we're getting ready to see this new class of NBA players, which, by the way, I'm not disappointed because they are playing some really good basketball. They're explosive. The games are fun to watch. Mind you, Ja Morant was hurt during the season, so he's another player that's fun to watch also. So we'll see how he does coming back next season. So it's just crazy how, you know, we go through an era in time. Like some of our players that we watched growing up, you know, they get ready to leave, and it seems like a piece of, you know, our childhood that we grew up watching. It's just gone. Right. You know, look at the NFL. Look at all our quarterbacks that we had in the NFL. We had Peyton, Tom Brady, A-Rod, Phillip Rivers, Drew Brees, all of them out. And we've seen this new wave of quarterback come in that has the game in good hands. You know, so now that with the NBA, the game is in good hands now.
But is it in good hands in the NFL with the quarterbacks?
Would you consider Pat Mahomes our wave of quarterbacks?
Yeah.
Or Gen Z?
I feel like Gen Z because a lot of the younger kids looked at him. The way we looked at Tom Brady, the younger kids, Gen Z kids in Alpha are looking at him as the best player that they're watching.
I dislike Tom Brady, so
wait. Look, y'all. First of all, the three of y'all, Brendan and Darrell and Norman, ain't saying nothing since we started having this conversation. But Darrell start off with that blasphemy. What kind of blasphemy is that? You don't like Tom Brady. How could you not like Tom Brady?
I don't know why you said that.
I mean, I respect.
I don't like the Patriots. I don't like the Patriots, but I like the way he play.
I respect his play.
I don't like Curry, but I have to respect him.
I said I respect him. Exactly.
I don't dislike Curry as a person.
Oh, I don't dislike him.
I dislike him because he gave LeBron 3 L's in the finals. That's why I dislike him.
Yeah, I don't know him personally, so I don't like you know, I don't hate him as a person or dislike him as a person, but it's just, you know, you just got tired of somebody winning all the time. Like, come on.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, when we had that era where New England was in the Super Bowl every other year, Lord, it was like college, like when Alabama was in the championship every year.
Almost. Okay, but wait, now you can't get mad at people because they win.
Oh, yes, you can. Yes, you can.
That's just jealousy.
You should be mad at the Bears because they keep losing.
That's what I mean. It'd be different if your team was terrible and they lost. Okay, I'd be mad, but you can't be mad another team's better than them. That's
the Bears been in the playoffs.
That's why I called a fan. I can be mad at the other team.
When the last time the Bears been in the playoffs?
I think it was 2012. Was it 2012?
They ain't been that long, has it?
I don't even think it was then.
It's been a while.
It had to be because that's when they went to the NFC Championship game against the Packers.
No, we've been in the playoffs since then.
Since then?
Yeah.
Was y'all in there with Cutler?
Yeah, that was the NFC Championship in 2012 against the Packers, and Cutler got hurt within like the first 2 plays and then come back.
I think I remember that.
That was after they signed him to that deal, and every Chicago fan was mad.
It was 2018 and 2020 was in there.
2020, yeah, we went in 2020.
Yeah. Who was y'all's quarterback? Justin Fields?
No, is that Trubisky?
Yeah.
Oh, Trubisky was so nasty.
I think it might have been. I don't think it was Justin Fields.
No, not yet.
Trubisky was so, well. You said 2020.
Yeah.
Man, that don't count.
How did that count?
You said the last.
That don't count, bro.
What are you talking about? Because of the pandemic?
Yeah, we don't count nothing for 2020.
Oh my God, really?
That's when ain't that when Ohio State won something too? Nobody count that.
Oh, really?
That was a good season. We won.
Look,
I mean, we barely made it in, but
won that elections too. Don't nobody count that.
Oh,
yeah, that really?
Don't nobody count that, man. Anything in that happened in 2020 was a result of nothingness.
Nothingness.
It just nothing made sense in 2020. Nothing.
Terrible.
If Jesus came back, that wouldn't have made sense. This ain't the right year for you to come. You need to come 2021. That makes a lot more sense.
Wow.
What a thing to say.
He makes sense.
I don't know how to
because that year in 2020, that's when we started getting a lot of weird stuff. Mainly the MCU, Phase 4 and Phase 5. When that came through, everybody was shaking their heads like, "What was going on?" Like, this is the best y'all. I know we in a pandemic and shut down, but this is the best y'all came up with, But that comes to our last point before we get out of here today. If y'all did everybody here see the Deadpool Wolverine official trailer this week?
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah.
Yes.
The question, I like the trailer. The question comes: would Deadpool and Wolverine save the MCU?
Wait, does it really need to be saved though? Is it that bad?
It does.
Brother Brandon says no. He's shaking his head, so we gonna let Batman go. Go ahead.
Because I'm on my last leg.
That's a completely different universe. But no, one part of a franchise is not going to save it because it's fundamentally not the movies that's wrong. And we said it time and time again, it's the writing that is terrible. And then some of the acting and the overall plots are like, what? So I don't think that just one segment of a universe is going to save a whole franchise.
Now, are y'all excited?
It all depends.
Cat.
I don't think so. But I like Wolverine. Don't get me wrong. I love.
You're not excited for the movie, Brandon?
I think it's gonna be more humorous and comedic than it is serious. And I like when we talk about superheroes. A little comedy's fine, but all the Deadpool movies that we've seen are mostly for laughs.
So you didn't like Deadpool? You haven't liked?
It's okay. I mean,
what? You ain't like Deadpool or Deadpool 2? Oh, Brandon, you gotta go back and rewatch it.
I need more action in my life, more seriousness. And stuff I can share with my kids. I can't watch Deadpool with my kids, so I'm not saying it's terrible. I'm not. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Deadpool's terrible. But
I get what you're saying, Brandon.
He's not on my top 5. If I'm thinking,
I get what you want to see a more serious Deadpool. You don't want to keep seeing the.
There is no serious Deadpool.
That's all I was about to say.
There is one. There is one.
That's what I'm saying. He's not like my favorite.
From that old. There is the original Deadpool was serious.
He was serious.
Yeah,
but
in the movies. In the movies.
Oh, okay.
And it was trash. And it was trash.
Yeah, so they make him.
Okay, I got you.
Make him.
Okay, I
can't say what I want to say on here, but anyway, they make him, whatever. So it's a laughing stock.
I think from a blockbuster standpoint, I think for the fanboys, not so much the general, audience who just looks forward to Marvel movies, but for us as fanboys, I think this is kind of the start. If it flops, if we don't like it, if we don't think it resembles what us fanboys love so much about the MCU, I think it's the beginning of destruction for us personally. Because for me, I think if I don't like this movie, if it's not well made, written, I am looking forward to Blade though. However, I think this is the beginning of me having so much faith lost in just the MCU and the writers. Like, I just don't think like I'm gonna be able to stomach the hype of another Marvel movie for a long time.
I see why you say that too, because there's proven videos of the writer saying we didn't read the source material.
But Deadpool is different. I think Deadpool is different.
Maybe in the beginning.
No, I'm saying even now, I think it's still. I think Ryan Reynolds still has a very good hold on the character. A lot of pull with everything that's been done in these movies, to the point where I don't think it's going to be bad like the other. Like, I don't even know if you can really consider this a true MCU movie.
Okay, so let's say Kraven doesn't live up to its standards.
I don't even think that's going to live up to it. Honestly.
I honestly forgot that was coming out.
Did they change like the graphic that they were marketing for the movie? They changed it from the original one.
Yeah,
and Kraven's
they pushed it back to December.
That's one of them Sony movies.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not excited.
Look, man, I'm so tired of this Sony and Marvel crap.
I'm just saying. I mean,
Marvel's gonna put their banner on the dang on movie before it starts. As long as they do that, it's an MCU movie to me. I am excited to see. Good. I definitely agree with you, baby. Exactly. I agree with you, baby.
Captain America 4.
Talking to JB for not with Rashad Wall.
We know who you're talking to.
Yeah, okay. as soon as baby came out, as soon as Norm put up his comment. But
you got to talk faster, man.
Yeah, you're right. But
he is from Saigon.
It's first of all, what is that supposed to mean, man? You from Joliet? Like, come on. Like, what is that supposed to mean?
Yeah.
But no. All fun and games. But
well,
go ahead.
No, I was just going to say it's going to be interesting because we know this is the only Marvel movie that's coming out this year. Well, MCU movie that's coming out this year. Because I believe we have said in the past on our other episodes that they just need to go back to what they were doing before, where it was just one movie or two movies a year and to build up to something. But we all said just take a break. Just forget everything that you do and just reset and think about what y'all need to do.
Because I think in this movie, like Hugh Jackman is probably going to be the one that carries this movie. One, because people miss seeing him on film. Yeah. So they're going to watch it, one, just because, like Jay said, Hugh Jackman is going to be in it. So they're going to watch it. But
I'm going to say this.
What?
Go ahead, Brandon. My bad.
No, go ahead.
I think the anticipations for the cutscenes is going to carry this movie.
Because
people may not even pay attention. They may pay attention to the movie. However, I think the anticipation on what's to come next.
After, like who's going to be in the movie? What
But where do we go from here?
Cameos? What
Where do we go from here? After this.
After this
is Captain America.
Yeah, that's the next movie. You got Agatha in the fall.
I'm not trying to
don't nobody want to watch that.
Why y'all not gonna watch Agatha, man?
I forgot about that too.
Yeah, you got Agatha, but the next movie is
that's like Madam Web. Somebody watched that.
What's that?
No, let's not talk about Madam Web.
After that, you got Captain America. Then you got the Thunderbolts, and then it flies to Fantastic Four, Blade, and then whatever the Avengers are going to be.
Let me ask you.
I thought they said they were dropping Thunderbolts.
Well, no, they just did the at the
CinemaCon.
At the cinema thing, yeah, they just had it, yeah.
Really?
I totally agree, Brother Walls. I totally agree with that. I think anytime management changes at a studio, you start seeing a decline in everything. Like once James Gunn left, you saw the decline in this universe. Like,
well, we're gonna see because shouldn't a trailer be dropping or a sneak peek within the next few months of Superman Legacy for next year? It should be dropping.
Just watch. It's gonna be trash.
Y'all see how
y'all
see how Kruger ignored the Marvel Studios, and he kind of had his foot on the gas for that Blade. Cause look, man, you let's be honest, Blade is the foundation of Marvel. People been anticipating Blade. It don't even matter who the actor
X-Men,
is,
Spider-Man, O2.
Nothing
else is the foundation.
Well, if you're gonna be honest, back when Marvel was losing money, Blade was the one to come save the day.
When did Blade come out?
That was in the 90s.
The first one came out in like 99, didn't it?
The first X-Men didn't come out to like 99 or 2000 or something.
No, that was first Blade was 98.
Bro.
That was 98?
It's been almost 30 years.
That's back when Wesley Snipes was in his bag.
Man, look.
Now we doing Welcome to America too.
Y'all got it's time to listen to that black man.
Yeah. Did y'all
foot on the gas?
Did y'all see that this is all talk? Did y'all the CEO left and the next guy changed the creative process and the movie's decline? Yeah, Bob Iger returned and put the power back in Kevin Feige's hands. Yeah, because the guy because Bob Iger retired and the guy that replaced him was doing a horrible job. So they let the board let him go and brought Iger back so he can get it right again.
Well, I hope Iger knows what he's doing. Cause
let's go DC.
Because of Iger, we got the purchase of Star Wars, Marvel, and a whole bunch of other properties, and that helped boost the Disney product up. You know, and so a lot of the characters it did.
No. Okay, well let's I'm gonna go through that list you just said.
I'm about to say, well, what was lifted up?
Right. Disney bought Star Wars, and then Star Wars went down. Disney bought Marvel, and Marvel went down.
The early years of Marvel didn't go down. You think when Iron Man in that first phase came through?
Disney
that's because
Marvel then.
Look, that's because Disney is trying to satisfy everybody. Respectfully,
don't go.
God don't like that mess. God ain't in there.
God is against Disney. Lord have mercy.
Oh Jesus, here we go.
Dude,
it's the most magical place on earth is the church.
Yeah, it's really.
Come on.
Yeah. Right.
That's where the real power is.
That's where the real spirit.
That's the magic kingdom right there, huh?
Now you're preaching.
No, it's gonna be interesting to see, you know, and like Dre said, James Gunn with him being gone and not over the head of DC. Looks like DC has the ball moving, and they got the ball in their corner right now. So I'm excited to see what James Gunn's going to do, because we know he's been proven to be a great writer, great director. James Gunn said
if it ain't good, he ain't putting it out.
They say that he has changed the script a few times already because he does not like the way it's set up.
I think with James Gunn that DC is about to see elevation in their cinematic movies, because you know they've always been low-cal, but and always their animated movies have been up. But I think he's gonna turn that around for the cinema. Marvel gonna be an afterthought after a while.
Did the Crisis of the second part of Crisis of Infinity Earth the animated come out
23rd?
Yep. Is it on Max already?
No, part 1's on Max. Part 2's not.
I seen part 1. Part 2's not on there. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna be good.
It was pretty good though.
I
enjoyed it.
It's gonna be good. So, but listen, man, this has been another episode of the Church Nerds Podcast. But before we head out of here, I believe our brother Deacon Norm has a video to always leave us with. What we got?
This video is dedicated to my good friend Darrell, because
Darrell. Look at how he's looking.
I'm not sure if I want to just like cut off or.
Well, no, because I was going to do it last week, but you know they were in revival, and you know he couldn't be there. So, but it was when I saw it, I thought of him, because I know he plays the drums and he plays the organ, and from time to time he has to really watch his face. So,
oh no,
oh Jesus,
I just want to see if this brings back any memories for the brother.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Oh my God.
So, Darrell, have you ever been in a situation?
Oh, most definitely. And I feel like playing even at like Christ at certain churches like Christ of Chicago, Joliet, the organ's like right in front, like, and it's in front of everybody. So you just end up like putting your head down and just staring right in the keys and hoping nobody see it.
Who was this individual? Let's do some name dropping.
Oh no, we ain't doing no name.
Oh goodness, y'all. Oh.
I didn't seen it while playing the drums too. At the song come up and it's and like you said, everything. If you've been to BTC Kenosha, the music, everything's in front of everybody, so you can't hide your face. at all. So,
I love it like that. It's like they look at you like you doing something wrong. Like, no,
right?
No.
That's a whole nother conversation. We got to get some of our musician buddies on there.
That's why. There's times I'm glad working in media. Y'all don't even see us.
Right.
And we be back there rolling.
Hey, Norm.
That's why I work at now most of the time because I'll be back there rolling.
I'm on audio now. Hey, Norm, we back at home, we used to have a blooper book. Anything that was funny that happened during the service, we read it. And then we had awards, the BTC awards at the end of the year.
Now, see that this is where musicians though are kind of happy now with the talkback mics because I'm telling y'all, if y'all can hear what half the conversations are in those mics.
Oh my God!
Okay, y'all will think they don't like nobody in that church.
Yeah.
On them.
Y'all thinking, sometimes it's the right talk, but other times,
doing more talking than the preachers.
Right.
More talking than the preachers. Hey, man, this has been another episode of the Church Nerds. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to all of our platforms. Once again, I am Jay. We got Norman. We got Andre Buford, Darrell Walls, Brandon Travis. We are the Church Nerds. We will see you next time on another episode. Later.
Go Blue.
Go Blue.
Go Blue.
It's great.
Go Red.
Michigan Wolves.
Go Red.